It is Darlene Adderley, aka Madam Noir. If it's your first time tuning in, join the family. Today we're going to be discussing how to gain respect. Respect is internal before it's external. How can you expect someone to treat you right if you yourself do not treat yourself well? What you pour into yourself should be the standard. Self-respect is how you view and cater to yourself. You must cater and respect yourself at this current moment and not push it off until you're successful. Your respect for yourself has to be in this current moment. Don't put off when you're going to get your nails done. Don't put off when you're going to get your hair done. Don't put off when you're going to wear a nice outfit. Never put off necessities which will make you look good and feel good until a special occasion. Like if you want to go get a massage, go get a massage. If you want to go get your nails done, your hair done, if you want to go get your teeth whitened, if you want to cater yourself in this moment, because life is too short to be putting off a special moment to take care of yourself. Whether you're taking yourself out to eat on a solo date, I go on solo dates. I take myself on solo dates a lot, and that's my standard. That's my expectation for myself. So by me setting up that standard for myself, when someone else pours into me, the standard is already there. Take the time to pour into yourself. Whether you're a woman, whether you're a man, pour into yourself. Whether you're doing skincare, adventurous things like going skydiving or something that you always wanted to do, never push it off for a future event. Do it now, because life is too short to be putting off events. Do not place your respect in the future. Don't put into your mind that after you build a business or after you build this or after you build that, that's when you'll be respected. No, respect yourself first. Cater to yourself the way you want to be catered to. That will be the demand. People will know that you take care of yourself. People will know that they have to come to you correct. Do not attach your identity to your achievements. You yourself are a singular person. Your achievements is a singular thing. Do not base your value on your achievements. Then you will feel as though you're only worthy of respect because of your achievements. That's not how it's supposed to be. I'm gonna work for this company, and that's what's gonna get you respected. No, it's not. Because you're placing your respect into the future, and you'll constantly be chasing something in order to be respected. Place your respect in the current moment. Place value into yourself right now and not base it in the future. Pouring into yourself, pouring into your mind, just continuously pouring into yourself, because that will be the standard, that will be the demand. And when you do come across something or someone, they're wanting to give you less than the standard that you set for yourself, you won't accept it. You won't tolerate that, because that's not what you give to yourself. You already have that standard. Why would you allow somebody into your life who wants to give you beneath that standard, less than what you give yourself? You see what I'm saying? Even in a relationship, if you date someone who respects themselves, they will have a standard. You will have a standard. Cater to each other with that standard, with that same respect. You see what I'm saying? Us women were very feminine. If I enter a relationship and I feel as though the relationship I'm in is asking me or expecting or demanding for me to leave my feminine standard that I've set for myself, no, absolutely not. What I believe is disrespectful to yourself, scarcity mindset. I've already spoke on this in another video. When you have a scarcity mindset, it is you belittling yourself, you belittling your goals, and you belittling your capabilities. And that's you technically disrespecting yourself. However, if you view life from a perspective of you're capable of anything you set your mind to because you have God in your life, you're respecting yourself. But the moment you place doubt upon yourself and upon your plans and minimizing yourself, that's when you're kind of disrespecting yourself. You don't deserve a low quality, narrow laned life, Also, when you lack ambition, if you know you're capable of achieving something, or you know that you have the potential, you placing that in the future or placing that as a dream and not going after that dream, the moment someone tells me that they're about to open a business, I'm on their case. Every time we have a conversation, I'm like, where's that business? How's it going? Has it started? Because I don't like when people doubt themselves or they place their goals on the back burner. Chase your dreams. Go after your dreams, no matter how long it takes, no matter how long. It may take years, it may take months, it may take days. You may even be an overnight success by the grace of God, but chase that dream. Also, always dressing nice. When you dress nice, you know what's so funny? There's some people that always be on my case where they're like, oh, you do too much. You always trying to dress up. You always trying to. No, I care for myself. I expect myself to look good. Okay? So dress nice. You don't have to always go somewhere with some sweatpants and some slacks and looking like. Wear your best wardrobe. Don't put off your wardrobe or don't put off your best dresses for a special occasion. If you want to go outside and wear a dress and it's a random Tuesday, a random Wednesday, or a random Thursday, go wear it. Another thing, always reflect on uplifting affirmations. I have like a list of affirmations on my wall, a list of goals, and I recite them every morning. I have journals upon journals upon journals. I write to God, I write about my podcast, I write about my music, I write about myself, and these are different journals. Have journals where you're pouring into your goals, pouring into yourself, writing in a format as if you already achieved those goals. Write down weekly, monthly, and annual goals and have deadlines for them. I have deadlines for my goals. And when you have deadlines, it holds you accountable in such a way. Sometimes you will procrastinate if you do not write down your deadlines. And whatever the project is, you have to come in there like a professional, really handling it and get into the nitty-gritty. Okay? It has to make sense. It has to be creative. It has to be organized. It has to be nice. Even if you have a meltdown, even if you cry at the most randomest moment, man, there's sometimes I'd be crying. I'd be crying because I just be getting so annoyed with how much of like a perfectionist I am when it comes to this stuff. Cry your little few tears and get back to work. I don't even want to sound rude or anything, but seriously, your future self will thank you for the amount of work and dedication you placed in the current moment. Your future self will thank you. Your future self will want to give you a big hug for the amount of effort that you pour into yourself right now. Time is very fragile. Time is very fragile. And whatever you do with your time is what's going to determine your success. Sometimes reaching your goals is a marathon. You have to put in that work. It's a triathlon. It's whatever it is. But you have to wake up every morning and tell yourself you're not going to give up. Look at your goals that you've written on your paper on the wall, okay, that you plastered on the wall, and tell yourself you're not going to give up. You can't give up on yourself. Like that's like the biggest slap in the face, giving up on yourself. You can't give up on yourself. At the end of the day, when you realize that when you put in effort, God will handle the rest, that's what gives you peace and that's what soothes you. If you just put in some effort in this life, God will handle the rest. Don't worry. Just place everything in God's hands and you putting in that effort, and God will handle the rest. Ask the Lord to alter your mind. Ask the Lord to come in and intervene. Intervene into your head. Doubt is from the devil. Confidence, that is from God. You have to have godly confidence upon your life. You have to ingrain your confidence into the Lord. I view my life as God is the founder, God is the CEO, and I'm just the basic manager of my life. I'm just the vessel. He's the one working through me. You're not in charge of your life, and it's God who's actually orchestrating things for you. You begin to view life from a different perspective. Allow God to come into your mind. Allow God to come into you and to help you function and maneuver in this life. All you have to do is go ask him. Ask him, Lord, help me. Lord, steer me. And he will drop ideas into you like you've never seen before. You will be shooketh how much ideas God will pour into you when all you do is ask him. Don't give up on yourself, because God never has given up on you. When you are going after your goals and you're in this journey of self-respect, you need to minimize surface level conversations. You need to minimize aimlessly hanging out places. And in no way am I implying that you can't go places anymore or become a serious person and you can't have fun anymore. I'm saying that there's a time and there's a place for those things. If it's not on your calendar to go somewhere at the end of the week, or if it's not in your calendar to hang out with people, why are you going? If you know that you have certain things on your calendar that you need to complete by the end of the week, tasks or goals or webinars or things that you're supposed to be watching to help you with your projects, why are you mingling with people who do not have that same goal to push themselves? Because here's the thing, you are who you hang around. You are the 5 people you hang around. And if all those 5 people do not have goals, do not have objectives, do not believe in God, just are living life just in a la la land, You can't. You can't. You have to alter and network with individuals who have that same goal and that same plan for their lives. You have to involve yourself in a community of people who want to grow their relationship with God, who want to grow themselves mentally, who wants to grow themselves physically, whether it's like being fit or looking better or things like that. Like, you have to surround yourself with like-minded people. You can't expect yourself to have a revamped life if the people you're hanging out with is just turning up every weekend and then they clock into their next 9 to 5 and they're drained and unhappy. Like, you have to put in the energy to become your best self. That has to be the first thing you think about when you wake up in the morning. Lord, I need to fix myself, or God, please steer me. Limit your availability. You don't need to always be everywhere. You have to release people who have disrespected you, but forgive them. Forgive them, pray for them, but release them from your lives. If that person has disrespected you once, what makes you think they will not disrespect you again? You have to release the people who do not respect you or do not reciprocate the same respect that you give them. You could pray for them, but you don't have to take them to your next calling or your next journey in life. Setting up boundaries, because if you do not set up those standards and those boundaries, people are going to walk all over you. Okay? The thing is, no one can determine your boundaries for you. Only you can determine your boundaries for yourself. So when people come across you and they're like, oh, your standards are too high or your boundaries are too high, to you, you think my standards are too, that's to you. It don't look high to me. It makes sense to me. If you think my boundaries and my standards are too high to you, you're not meant for me. Because here's the thing. Once you allow them in, there will always be underlying jealousy. There will always be underlying hatred. If anyone ever tells you your standards or your boundaries are too high, they were never meant to be in your life in the first place. Because even if you invite them into your lives out of the kindness of your heart, they will always have some type of secret hatred for you. Because people will try to mistake this for saying, oh, you need to be humble, humility. Don't mistake that, and don't try to conjoin those things together. If you are trying to humble someone, or you're trying to tell someone they need to minimize themselves so that you can feel accepted, no, absolutely not. Sometimes people will try to come into your life to manipulate you and say, oh, you're not being humble, or you need to incorporate humility in your life, and try to make you feel bad about yourself. Don't tolerate that. This world is a very shady world. A lot of shady people nowadays who would try to guilt trip you into saying that because you have a certain standard, you're not humble. To you. That's why everyone has their own perspectives, their own viewpoints, and I allow it. You can have your own perspective, you can have your own viewpoint, but you're not going to make me feel guilty for the way I treat myself. You cannot demand respect from someone else if you are not treating yourself with that same respect. People will know how to approach you once you learn how to approach yourself. Also, relationship-wise, how do you know what to expect from a relationship if you have never treated yourself in that same way? Cater to yourself the way you want to be catered to. I hope you guys liked this video, and I hope it was helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.